Okay, we're going to begin by cutting out the perimeter of the front frame for the Vickie project. 1/4 inch end mill, cutting all the way through this piece of aluminum. It's a 5/8 of an inch thick. So with that, we're gonna make this cut. Then we'll get on with the next the detail here that we need to talk about. So. Now we're going to cut two large offsets in the front of the frame, one for the displacer, one for the hot cap. So these are being cut with a 1/4 inch ball end mill, and we're going down 125 thousandths, and we're going to create another surface down there in conjunction with the top surface, which is the face of the large offsets. Now we're going to begin to remove the material in between the two large offsets, and also the material in the lower left and right corners. These four areas got to go down 125 thousandths to create a new surface down there for the eventual milling of 4 insets that go in that surface down there. Those are decorative, actually. So we're using an 1/8 inch end mill to do this for several reasons. But anyway, it does take a while. So we'll bail out here and move on to the next segment. Okay, we've eliminated those surfaces that we didn't need, and now we're going to begin to cut some shallow holes where some through bolts are going to go eventually. These shallow holes are just to mark the areas that we'll need to drill later. So we're doing this with a 1/16 inch end mill, and there's like 6 of these holes in each one of the large offsets. They're mounting holes. So we're going to go and we're going to drill all those holes. So now we're beginning to cut the 4 insets. These are decorative insets. There's two in the 2 larger ones in the center, and there's 2 smaller ones on the left and right lower corners. So we're going to cut those out with an 1/8 inch ball end mill, and there's like 2 processes. The first is a roughing process that we go through to eliminate most of the material. And then we go back and we smooth out the bottom of these areas. Now we're beginning the process of smoothing out the bottoms. This is a very fine step over compared to the roughing cut, and these are almost dead smooth. You can't see the milling marks, but they're very nice. So this makes very desirable bottom for these insets. So it's a fairly quick process because we're only cutting at one depth. Now we're beginning the process of cutting a large hole for the displacer in the center of the left offset area. And this hole goes all the way through, so it takes a little bit of time. We're turning this whole area into chips, so it goes all the way through the 5/8 piece of material. Now we're going to cut a small offset at the top of the hole, or inset, whatever you call it. It's time now to turn the frame over, get it dialed in, and cut the features on the other side. There's not a lot of work to do on this side. There's an inset around the large hole, and there's all these little decorative insets that have to go the same as the other side. Actually, they're duplicates. So we're going to go through those, and now it's time to. We've turned the frame back over to the front side of it, and the large offset on the right hand side. We've got to mill down the surface of that offset 75 thousandths of an inch lower. So now we're taking off that material in preparation to mill a 3D feature in there. So we create a 3D profile for a cone-shaped feature that has to go in there. It's a decorative feature, actually. So we're gonna mill that area down and get ready to put the decorative feature in there. Okay, we're gonna get set up for the decorative feature. We got a 1/16 inch ball end mill doing the job here, and it works its way back and forth from the outer perimeter to the inner perimeter. And the inner perimeter, we're milling a cone shaped. This will eventually meet the outer perimeter. So this whole thing goes down 95 thousandths. So it takes a while to get a feature that's fairly smooth. Although we do want to see the mill marks going around the cone. So we don't want it absolutely smooth. Once this three-dimensional 3D feature profile is finished, and that'll conclude this video, and also that will be the end of all the CNC work for the front frame. So we've done the rear frame. This will be the front frame, and we have one more a block of aluminum that needs some work done on it. It's the displacer cylinder head, and it is a similar type arrangement that we have to mill some features in and so forth and so on. So that'll be the next step in this project. So we're calling this part 3. So with that, this will conclude in a minute, and I'll put some snapshots in there, and then that'll be the end of this this frame. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope this has been beneficial to somebody. So with that, I'll call off. We'll talk to you later.